The Jezebel spirit is more than just an ancient biblical reference. It's a spiritual force that works behind the scenes to manipulate, control, and destroy. The danger of the spirit lies in its subtle operation. It often disguises itself as being helpful, charismatic, or even spiritual. But its true aim is to dismantle anything aligned with God's will. The Bible first introduces Jezebel as the wife of King Ahab in 1 Kings 16, verse 31 to 33. She promoted idol worship. She led Israel into sin and persecuted God's prophets. In Revelation 2, verse 20, Jesus rebukes the church in Thyatira for tolerating the Jezebel spirit. This isn't just a history lesson. It's a warning today. You can't afford to ignore this any longer. God has equipped you with His Word, His Spirit, and His authority to overcome. But the first step is awareness, because what you tolerate, you empower. The Jezebel spirit is a master of disguise. It thrives on control, manipulation, and deceit. In a modern context, it could look like a leader in a church or workplace who uses their position to dominate others. You see, it can even show up as a seductive influence, drawing people away from their moral and spiritual convictions. One of the most dangerous aspects of the Jezebel spirit is how it can easily gain a foothold in someone's life. Ephesians 4:27 warns us, "Do not give the devil a foothold." The longer we allow the Jezebel spirit to operate unchecked, the more damage it does. What starts as a small compromise can eventually grow into a full-blown spiritual destruction. When the Jezebel spirit is allowed to operate in families, it brings strife and division. Perhaps the most alarming place this spirit shows up is in churches. It can come in the form of a charismatic leader who manipulates people for personal gain, or it might be someone who sows division through gossip and false teachings. Jude 1 verse 4 warns us of those who secretly slip in among you to pervert God's grace. The result? Churches split, believers are led astray, and God's work is hindered. In the workplace, this spirit can create a toxic environment where manipulation and deceit reign. It might show up as a coworker spreading lies to climb the corporate ladder, or a boss who uses intimidation to maintain control. Colossians 3 verse 23 reminds us to work as unto the Lord. But the Jezebel spirit seeks to undermine this by creating confusion and promoting selfish ambition. When we tolerate the Jezebel spirit in our lives, it doesn't just affect others, it affects us too. It can lead to spiritual stagnation, emotional exhaustion, and even physical stress. Ignoring this spirit can cost you your peace, your purpose, and even your connection to God. This isn't a game, and it's not something to take lightly. The Jezebel spirit operates in subtle, deceptive ways, often hiding behind charm, flattery, or false spirituality. But behind its facade lies chaos, confusion, and rebellion against God's authority. Proverbs 14:12 warns us that there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Understanding how this spirit operates and learning how to resist it is not optional for believers. It's a matter of spiritual survival. This is your call to wake up, take this seriously, and refuse to let the Jezebel spirit manipulate or control any area of your life. God bless.
We have to identify our target and hit our targets. So meanwhile, Jezebel is responsible for what we're going through, but we're missing Jezebel.
Come on.
We don't see Jezebel. We're focused on what we're going through, but we don't realize this is sent by Jezebel. This is sent by the enemy. Jezebel doesn't like structure. Jezebel don't want nothing to happen against her kingdom. She has positioned herself, and she has her subordinates carrying out her assignment.